Chop these onions thinly. I hope you guys are doing okay. It is Sunday night and the Oscars are on, but that's not going to stop me from home chefing it. So I'm going to go back till the white starts disappearing. So if you have any questions, just pop in. Hey Aaron, good to see you. And let me know. Again, this is Home Chef. That's the company that sends you the meals completely, or not completely, but all the ingredients you need and the recipe. And then here's the recipe card here. I got it all taped up to the counter because look, I'm so fancy, and I also got a trash bowl. One of the biggest things I've learned from the Food Network is always have a trash bowl so you're not going back and forth to the garbage can. And then you just do that once, So, yeah. And this is my kitchen in my home in northern Arizona. And not a lot happens here, but when it does, it's fun, So, I've already got the potatoes baking. They're fingerling potatoes. They kind of look like fingerlings. And right now I am cutting up, I just cut up the green beans. I'm going to mince the garlic. And all this is prep. Hey, thanks. So this is one of the only unitaskers I have. Unitasker meaning it only performs one job. I try not to have those in my house, but it is what it is. So I give this a squeeze and you'll see the garlic kind of squish out. And the garlic is kind of tough. I don't think it's California garlic. I think it's Chile. But I'm just gonna slice it into the bowl here. And then I'm gonna take the scrunchies, the stuff that's in there. Hey Angela. And kind of mince it up. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So I've got all the veggies, that the tomatoes all halved and everything, and so all that's good. And I'm hoping this is not going to take too long. I've done a lot of the prep work already. Here's the second clove of garlic. Just kind of slice that up. This didn't work out too well because the garlic is kind of tough on this, so I'm just going to cut it. So I'm paying attention if you type anything. Cool. It's working out well. So I got this package. Actually, I was gone for the weekend, well, till last night. And the package came Friday and I was kind of sweating it. Luckily, I have a friend of mine come put it in my fridge for me, and she did that. But I got a call from FedEx that day, and hey, thanks. They said that my package was bleeding. So apparently the packet that had the steaks in there, the blood started dripping out. And I was assured it's going to be okay as long as I cook it, and wash the ingredient packs that are in there. So, and this is kind of what it looks like on the final end. It's supposed to look like that. And they give you these recipe cards that you're supposed to put in a binder that they send you in your first order. And so you can refer back to your previous meals and then just buy the ingredients and just cook it. You don't have to order from them again if you so desire. And it's got all the know-how stuff, and plus tips for cooking and seasoning and all that. It's pretty cool. I'm a pretty decent cook on my own, but it's all informal. And I throw things together and it tastes, I've been told it tastes great. I like it. But this is kind of gets me disciplined to assemble and plate and all that kind of stuff appropriately. So we got the garlic munched, and I'm supposed to make, and I've got blue cheese crumbles and softened butter in this bowl, and I'm going to make the compound butter here, which is it's calling for half the green onions. So I'm going to slice, or take the sliced onions, half of those, put them in this bowl. those off to the side. Alexa, stop. And that's my timer. My Alexa unit is my timer. And for the potatoes, let me see how they're doing. In fact, I could take you with me. So those are kind of the fingerling potatoes I got cooking, and I look kind of done. So this is live action camera here. See, olive oil, salt and pepper, and rosemary. So I'm just going to put those out, close up the oven, and then switch the camera around and stick it back on. I've got a special cabinet mount. Yeah, it is pretty cool, Angela. You know, it's and it's the price point. It seems high, but it's the amount you would pay going out for a meal anyway of this caliber. Actually, it's less, and you get to learn something. So that's all. That's what I'm all about, is being learned. Learn good. So in small bowl, combine butter, cheese, garlic, and half the green onions, salt and pepper. So here's the garlic. Right there. Sorry about the dirty sink kitchen thing. And then salt and pepper. So give it a little salt and grind some pepper in there. And give it a mushing. Oh, we got a chopper. And it's getting cold up here. We're supposed to get some snow today, and I don't know if it's happened anywhere else, but not here. In fact, I'll find out in a minute. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Show Low, there's a winter storm warning in effect Monday, February 27th, 5 p.m. to Tuesday, February 28th, 5 p.m. The current weather is 34 degrees with partly cloudy skies. You can expect more of the same tonight with a low of 31 degrees.
Okay, so here's the compound butter. So we're supposed to get a winter storm warning. That's a big deal. So I think I might be staying inside tomorrow doing paperwork for the business. Something I really hate to do, but whatever. So here we go, compound butter. Hey, Boots, how are you? I mean, Lauren, you know. So I was just saying that I prepped a lot of this stuff already, and I just was mixing the compound butter, which has got the garlic, onions, and blue cheese and butter. So I just kind of I'm hopping on a plane. Oh, sweet. I'll save you some if you're coming to Arizona. If not, I'll make it for you again, fresh, just for you. Because, Lauren, you're the best. Got the potatoes done. And next up is I got to cook the steaks. Oh, I got to get the pan. Pan for cooking is probably a good idea. And let me see. I rearranged my kitchen, so I don't know where half of my stuff is. I should have got this out before. So, we got the pan, and we're good. So I'm going to heat up the pan, and maybe show you what I'm doing there. I'm going to put away some stuff. My NutriBullet's in the way. Hey, thanks for the likes. Hey, Bob, how are you? Cooking with Rick, right here. So check out these choppas. Well, they're not chops, they're sirloins, but that's what I'm doing. Getting all the prep work here, using the home chef recipe, and living the dream, you know? Learning how to cook for technical, for reals. Just made the compound butter with chives, garlic, and blue cheese. Oh, Heather, yeah. It's quite a gig. I just prepped the green beans. Everything comes with this in a kit, in packets. So it's a pretty sweet little deal here. Plus, you impress people when you cook for them. That's not happening tonight, but it could. It's happening right here. So we got that cranking here. I've got to heat up the pan for steaks, and I might just see if I could swing this camera around. See if I could do that. There we go. There's the potatoes, and oh, good, Heather. That's what I meant to do, right? Yeah, and there's some coffee. You want some coffee? I can make you some coffee right there. That off to the side. Olive oil. Let me open the cabinet. Sorry about that. This camera mount's attached to the cabinet. It's a big sticky camera mount. And it says 2 tablespoons. Yeah, that's about it. So, we kind of cooking here. I'm going to heat the pan up a little bit and then pop those steaks right on. So it says cook the steaks right here. It says it right there. Oh, and I missed a step. I gotta cook the green beans and the tomatoes, but it still uses the same amount of olive oil. So I'm heating that up and I'll cook that right away. Hey Jeanette, good to see you. Hey Brian, cousin Brian, how are you? So right now we got that pan searing up. Sorry I didn't dress up for the part here. Hey Jill, cooking some sirloin, as you know. And I don't have any wine. I didn't bring any wine here, so I'm kind of hurting. Well, I'm not hurting, but it is what it is. I got vodka. No, you don't want to see me on vodka. You had breakfast for dinner? That's my favorite kind. All right, let's see. Is this pan hot yet? Nope, not yet. So this is my cute little kitchen in my home. Here's the home slice area. And this little magnet, or this section mount, is working really good. I got the potatoes done. They just came out of the oven. In fact, I'm going to put those back in the oven. Keep them warm. And so there. Bring the heat down a little bit in the oven, so just to warm, imagine that. And like my shirt? Yep. I don't have an apron. Maybe I should get one, a backless apron. Sorry, TMI. So I'm gonna take these. I'm all over the place with the camera mount. I'm a rookie camera guy today for some reason. And I'm gonna throw these green beans in the olive oil, get them coated. See that? There's some coats my goats. And then the halved Roma tomatoes. And that's gonna, with salt and some fresh cracked pepper. We're doing that here. Turn that down a little bit. And I'm reading the directions here. I should probably do that in a hot pan. Cook until fragrant. I can do that. On a half a cup of water. I didn't do that yet, so we're going to do that. Informal mixing. Okay. Got that done. Assless apron, yeah. It's like chaps. But you never see chaps with asses. Well, you see a lot of asses wearing chaps. So I'm all amped up right now. I had some coffee earlier, some bulletproof, and then some vitamins. So I'm pretty good right now. We're going to put this up on high a little bit more and then cook off the water. I think I put a little too much water in there. I'm going to drain that out. There we go. that all spread out. Here. See that? Pretty cool. Truth. And then the steaks, return to pit that compound butter is done, which is good. After the green beans get finished, I'm going to plate them. It's time for plating. So I'm just going to use a large plate. And, oh, good, it's clean. Corral, one of my favorites. You know, I'm a man about the kitchen. I'm all about kitchen. See that? Doing really good there. Oh man, it's starting to smell spectacular. So Bob, if you're still there, I hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a while. I haven't talked. Sorry about that. Horrible friend zone. So, for those of you who haven't seen the steaks, we're going to do that. Cool, we're almost done. I'm glad I did all the prep work early. Cool, we're good. So I hope everybody's Sunday weekend was well. Hey Stacy, I was in a big seminar thing for Rotary Club president-elect thing in the Valley, and was stuck in there, but I canceled my trip to San Francisco or to LA for that Periscope or live streaming summit, but kind of glad I did from what I've heard. So anyway, converse amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. Can you hear that? Can you hear me, brother? Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to be pulling this in a couple of minutes or seconds. Let me see. We got the waft. Turning that down. We're going to throw that in the on the plate. Everything's coming together. Okay. Man, it's brilliant colors these green beans come out at. I'm gonna throw that under the heater for the oven. And now I throw on the steaks. I'm gonna add more olive oil. So all that flavor from the vegetables is gonna go into the steak. That's the, okay, let me see. Is hanging out with everyone, right? I agree. But not if you were a sponsor and mistreated. Oh, did I say that? Okay. So, olive oil is cooking up. I agree, Lauren. Sorry, I didn't mean to get my twang out there. My, anyway, not my bitterness. Well, I guess it is. Whatever. So, we're going to throw these steaks on. Let's heat this up a little bit longer. Hey Josie, good to see you. You're in my kitchen. That's a great sound. So I'm going to be doing that. 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to push this off to the back so I don't get splatter on it. I'm just going to leave that be. Well, that's cooking. Then I'm done with the chopping here. Now, one thing I do like is my cutting board situation. Is I use this plastic bio-safe cutting board. I have 3 of these, one for vegetables and one for meat. That way if I use my wood one, I got to really clean it because wood, you know, it doesn't work too well. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. So if I use one of these, it's just, you know, clean with soap, I throw it in the dishwasher, and then and it's less space as a wood one. My wood one is nice. It's a great gift, but it's not that sanitary. You have to rub it down with salt and oil and, whatever. So, I'm looking for, there we go. You don't want to one thing you don't ever want to do is poke the meat with a fork. Otherwise, you're just going to lose the integrity of the meat and the juices are just going to come out. And so, flip, look at that sear. Oh, if you can smell this right now, it is incredibly awesome. So as I said, as a home chef, this is what it's supposed to look like. Oh, reversed, but I've already done the compound butter, which is this, which is here, which is garlic, onions, and blue cheese and butter. And then I've already done the taters with rosemary, salt, pepper, and olive oil. I baked those for 17 minutes. Those are fingerling potatoes. They're supposed to be sweet. I'm just going to put these, well, I'll put them back in the oven because I don't have the space and it's just warming. You know. Bob the cat is watching. Woohoo! You're going to have to come up here and get it if you want it. If you want one of these. Because I can't eat all of that. So, hey Margie, good to see you. Man, the all-star cast here. Just kind of smoking the steaks. Let me show you. I'm going to do another flip. And I think we're going to be good to go. Alright, let me show you that. Not too shabby, huh? It's going to be medium. That's kind of the way I roll with my steaks. And we'll be plating that soon. And I love the word plating because I sound so Food Network, you know. Take this juice plate from the meat. I'm going to throw it away. And one thing, I said this earlier, but I keep a garbage bowl on the counter just for scraps and all that, and plastic and all that stuff. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth to the garbage can. It saves a lot of time, and you just dump this at once. So having a crap bowl, a garbage bowl, is very nice and handy. Okay, steaks are pretty much done, I would assume. Let me do a density test here. Yeah, I learned that from Rachel Ray. She's smart and kind of cute. Yeah, they're feeling pretty. Just a couple more, just another minute. I'm going to bring down the heat and let it sear. I am so amped with energy. I just saw with John Wick 2, and man, that got me fired up. That guy's incredible. Tom Donahue. Wow, I was just talking about you the other day, I think. Was it the other day? Or was it last week? Times in San Rafael. Hey, Elizabeth. So, here's the plate of veggies that I just did. Roma tomatoes halved and green beans with olive oil. Reduction stuff. It just sounds cool, so I said that. Reduction. So here's what it's supposed to look like. And that's, I'm getting pretty darn close right now. Oh, my tape just peeled over. Oh well. Let's put it on there. All right. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to do it all in one, meaning that I'm just going to do, instead of plating 2 dishes like it calls for, I'm just going to do the 2 steaks, all the veggies, because I'm going to split it up anyway. Sirloin 1, sirloin 2, put this away, tippy canoe. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, talk amongst yourselves, I'll be right back. Well, I'll be right here. Pulling up the taters. The magic of television. We're live streaming. Here's what they look like. Done. Oh, these smell good. There's a lot of sugar in these potatoes, so it's really coming out well. I'm not going to use all the potatoes because they're pretty thick. So, getting there, huh? Within the month, yeah, you should come up for sure. If that's what you meant. So, and then we're taking the butter compound with the garlic and butter, blue cheese, and onions. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do both steaks because, you know. So voila. It kind of looks like this, but it's kind of like that. See? And I'm going to eat because I'm starving. I didn't eat today. Well, I forgot. I do that. So I appreciate you all joining, all y'all. And so I'm going to break this thing down and eat. So you guys have a great night. Please, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Pretty close to the picture. It'll probably taste better than the picture. And so I'm going to save this, put it up to YouTube. Believe it or not, I recycle all these things because Home Chef appreciates these little shows. So, hey, Nick. Hey, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, one more look. There we go. Easy and painless. So the recipe card said 50 minutes. It's about right because I did a lot of prep work before going live, and it turned out very well. So I'm starving. You guys have a no smell-o-vision. I know it's a crime because cooking those green beans was awesome. I will talk to you guys later.